Guys, welcome back. We have an upper body functional bodybuilding piece for you today. All you're gonna need is a dumbbell and an elevated surface like a couch, a chair, or a bench. Let's get right into it. We're gonna be starting with 10 single arm hammer curls. We're starting on the right side here. We're gonna have our feet underneath our hips, belly button sucked into our spine, elbows tucked nice and tight as she pulls the dumbbell from the hip to the shoulder. After those 10, we're gonna transition that dumbbell into a two-handed grip. Both hands on the dumbbell, feet remain underneath our hips, belly button stays nice and tight. We have 10 reps, bringing that dumbbell up to our chest, fully squeezing those biceps at the top. When she gets done with the 10 here, she's gonna transition that dumbbell to the other hand, and we're gonna start on 10 single arm hammer curls on the other side. Notice she's maintaining that midline throughout, keeping her belly button sucked to that spine, scaps are pulled back and down. After these 10, she's gonna transition the dumbbell back to the hip one more time for that dual arm bicep curl for 10 final reps. Again, right into it, keeping pace, keeping fluid movement here. She's remembering to breathe during the course of this. And after these 10, we're gonna take a 30-second break and we're gonna transition ourselves down to the floor. She's got a couple more reps. And now we'll transition down. We've got ourselves about 20 more seconds. We're gonna be doing single arm floor press. Positioning here, heels are gonna bring, bent knees, bring our heels in towards our rear end. We're gonna start with 10 single arm floor press. We're going in 10. All right guys, so we're gonna get that elbow nice and tight, dumbbell to our shoulder. We're going in 3, we're going in 2, we're going in 1. We've got 10 press. We wanna see that elbow at about a 45-degree angle as we press out, squeeze at the top. Elbow will kiss the ground for 10 reps on this side. After she gets done with the 10th on the right arm, she's gonna transition to a double arm position. We've got 10 double arm floor press, so nothing's gonna change. You wanna make sure that lower back stays in touch with the ground. So think about squeezing the glutes to pull those hips down and push the lower back into the ground. 10 reps here. Heels are still gonna remain in the same position. She's gonna transition that dumbbell over to her other arm. We got 10 on the other side. Notice she's using this offhand to plant it into the ground to give her a little more leverage. Shoulders are remaining in contact with the floor throughout all of these reps, guys. After the 10 on this side, she's gonna transition back. We've got 10 more of those dual arm floor press. There it is. Starting to get a good pump. We started with those biceps, moving into the triceps. Don't worry, we got more coming for you. After these 10, we're gonna take 30 seconds off. We're gonna make our way back up to our feet. Elbows stay nice and tucked on these floor press. Hips engaged, squeeze that core. All right, we got 30 seconds off. She's transitioning up. We're gonna be going into single arm 3-point rows. So we're gonna start with 10 of those. We've got about 20 seconds, guys. Quick catch the breath and be ready to go. We've got 15 seconds. All right, so we want those feet underneath our hips. We're gonna hinge, create a nice spinal alignment here. Squeeze the core. We're going in 5. We're going in 3, in 2, in 1. All right, we've got 10 single arm 3-point row. Notice the 3 points of contact, foot, foot, hand. Elbow stays nice and tucked, spine stays in alignment throughout. After these 10, she's gonna stand tall, move that dumbbell into a dual handed position, so both heads of the dumbbell. She's gonna hinge slightly at the waist. Again, keeping nice tight core, spine is in line. Drop those elbows down. Dumbbell will reach to her knees. She's gonna pull to the top of her abdomen for 10 reps. After that 10th, she's gonna transition immediately back to the box for another set of 10 single arm 3-point rows on the other arm. Same points of performance here, feet underneath those hips. We've hinged at the waist, we're not bending those knees too much. Elbows staying nice and tucked. She's using the other hand as leverage to make sure she can maintain position. She's gonna transition back, hinge at the waist. We've got 10 more, guys. Elbows staying nice and tucked here. We don't wanna let those shoulders fall forward, so think about pulling those scaps back and down. Let those elbows stay nice and tight to our body. After her 10th, we're gonna go ahead and take a 30-second break, and we're gonna stay tall. If you can put the dumbbell down for a split second, we've got 30 seconds. We're gonna be going into single arm 3-point tricep kickbacks to start with. We've got about 20 seconds, guys. Again, quick catch of that breath, and let's be ready to go. All right, here we go. We're going in 10. So, points of performance are gonna be very similar to that 3-point row. We wanna hinge at the waist, feet underneath our hips, elbow stays tucked. We're going in 3, we're going in 2, we're going in 1. Let's start. We've got 10 on this side. Again, elbow stays tight. She's hinging through that elbow joint, driving that dumbbell straight back. We don't wanna rock at all on this. We wanna keep ourselves nice and tight, right? Belly button sucked to our spine. After her 10th, we're gonna stand tall. Dumbbell will go overhead. We've got 10 dumbbell French press. She's grabbing one head of the dumbbell. Notice the spine is in perfect alignment. Hands are right over her head. She's gonna hinge at the elbow and then press out at the top. After her 10th, she's gonna transition that dumbbell back over to the other arm for 10 more kickbacks on the left arm. And here we go, guys. Same position, feet underneath our hips. Good, solid athletic position here. Sucking that belly button in. She's staying tight throughout. All right, we've got 10 here, guys, 10. After her 10th, she's gonna do one more round of those standing French press. Last round, and then we're gonna take 30 seconds off. We're going back through it again, guys. We got 2 rounds today. All right, Kristen, nice work, nice work. Elbows are staying tight. We don't want those elbows flare out. We think about pulling those elbows in nice and tight as we press out. All right, we've got 30 seconds off, and we're gonna go into round 2. Remember, we're starting with those single arm hammer curls. Who's feeling the pump right now? You should feel it in the back, in the buys, in the tries, in the shoulders. We're getting that upper body swole. We've got 15 seconds, guys, and we're jumping right back into it. Grab that dumbbell. If you grabbed a sip of water, be ready to go. Here we go, we're going in 10. We got that single arm hammer curl. We're going in 5. Here we go, in 3, in 2, in 1. While we are going into round 2, we are not compromising our position, right, guys? We're maintaining the movement, the points of performance here. Make sure that elbow is staying tight. Make sure that we're not hinging to drive that dumbbell up. After her 10th, she's gonna transition herself off over to the double head of the dumbbell. We've got 10 bicep curls. How's that burn? How's it feeling? There we go. All right, guys, after these 10, we're gonna move it over to the other side. We got 10 on the other side, on the left arm. Remember, notice Kristen staying nice and tall. She's not compromising position in order to get reps. If you need to drop the load down and do this at a lighter weight, I would highly suggest that. Want to make sure you maintain position, get the most out of these sessions. After these 10 on the left arm, she's gonna transition the dumbbell back into the double arm stance, and then she's gonna complete those last 10 of these double arm bicep curls. Remember, feet underneath her hips. You can think about squeezing your quads as well and squeezing your glutes to maintain that lower half. We don't want to get any sway there. All right, guys, after she's done with her 10th, we got 30 seconds off, and we transition back down to the floor. We've got 10 of those single arm floor press. We're going in 20 seconds, guys. Get that breathing under control. If it is spiked at all, remember, we're gonna bring those heels in. We want that lower back engaged with the floor for all of these reps. So if you feel it start to pop up, bring the heels in. Think about squeezing your glutes. That'll help lower that lower back. All right, here we go. We're going in 5, in 3, in 2, in 1. We've got 10 on the right arm. Tuck that elbow. It's about 45-degree angle. Squeeze the chest at the top. Elbow kisses the ground at the bottom. After these 10, we're gonna transition over while both heads of the dumbbell. We're going to 10 double arm floor press. Nice movement for the tricep and the chest. Both of these should have a good burn going right now. She's gonna transition over to that left arm next. We got her final 10 on the single arm coming up. Nice work, Kristen. Good work, good work, good work. There she goes. All right, she's placed the other hand on the floor. She's using it as leverage to make sure she can maintain those shoulders intact with the floor so she can make the tricep and the chest is doing the work for her. We've got 10 reps here, and she'll transition one more time back over for the double arm floor press. Here we go, last 10 reps, and then we're gonna work on a little bit more of some pulling and some pushing for you guys. Great job. Key here, we're gonna think really, we do wanna tuck those elbows. We don't want them to flare out as we're pressing here. Pull those scaps back and down, elbows stay tucked, belly buttons in as we press out for 10 reps. All right, she's got 30 seconds off. We're gonna transition back up onto our feet. We've got those 3-point rows coming up. All right, guys, we are going in 20 seconds, 20 seconds. Use these downtimes as a quick opportunity to catch your breath, be ready to go. Make sure you can maintain the quality of movement. We're going in 10. All right, guys, we're gonna finish strong here in 5, in 3, and 2, and 1. Let's go. All right. Remember these points of performance. Feet underneath our hips, squeeze those quads. We hinge at the waist, meaning we push our hips back to create that position. Spine stays nice and rigid. She's gonna pull that elbow tight. Dumbbell's gonna come to the top of your abdomen. She's transitioning over. We got double arm for 10 reps here. Same points of performance, except now we've got both heads of the dumbbell as we work through these 10 reps. After this, she's gonna transition back over one last time for that left arm for 3-point rows. Using the bench box or whatever surface you are, this elevated surface, as leverage to create position. Now we're not putting all of our weight, but we do want to use that as a nice kickstand to hold ourselves up and maintain that position. Last time she's got 10 more in this hinge position. All right guys, we're coming down to it. She's gonna do these last 10. We got 30 seconds off, and then we got our last little complex to wrap it up for the day. Good shot, Kristen. All right. Here we go, 30 seconds off. And we're gonna be jumping into our tricep kickbacks. How are those arms feeling? Awesome. Here we go, guys. We got 20 seconds. We're gonna be going right into it. All right, who's having fun out there? Everybody, 10 seconds. All right, we're gonna get back in that stance. We're starting with those 3-point single arm tricep kickbacks. We're going in 5. Last 10 on her right arm. Here we go, in 3, in 2, in 1, let's work. Hinge forward, elbow stays tight. She's driving right through that elbow, letting the tricep or that long head of that tricep do the work for her. Notice she's not swaying, she's controlling that weight through these 10 reps. She's gonna transition immediately into that standing overhead French press, grabbing one head of the dumbbell, take it as far as her mobility will allow, and then squeezing those triceps to the top to get the most out of this movement. After these 10, we're gonna transition one last time over to the other arm for our last set of kickbacks. Here she goes, good positioning. All right, so key to that one. Even though we want to transition quickly, we want to make sure we transition with a purpose, meaning she's going to make sure that she's created the position and the structure before she starts moving. So we don't want to have that bleed in and not be in position before she starts those movements. Same thing here, she got herself stacked through her midline, through the spine, down through her midline before she started those reps. Final 10 reps, and there you have it. Let's see it. Nice, Kristen, good work, good work. There you have it, guys. That is today's upper body functional bodybuilding set. We love it. Come join us again, guys. We will see you next time.